Hi,
Hi.
I'm Max, nurture designer, co-founder of Les Garçons, and after acting like I'm in my 20s for a whole week, I'm officially tired.
Well, I think you were tired the first day.
I know, but now it's even worse.
Hi, Vincent Yarn Dyer, and also co-founder of the Garçons. And am I a Ray or am I a Kevin?
I know the answer. It's so obvious. Welcome to a brand new episode. It's been 3 weeks since we've seen each other. We've decided to push the recording of a week because we had friends over. We'll
Yes.
talk about it more later on, and it was Knit City. So,
Yes.
and today you did the barman.
Yes.
You were the barman.
Well, I'm mostly the barman. We're drinking margarita on the rocks. A little salt rim over here.
It's our new favorite.
Yeah. We've been using did we mention that? We've been using Difford's Guide. It's a website, has lots of cocktails recipe, and we're trying one new every week. And that recipe is from there. It's called Margarita on the Rocks, as I said.
And you can actually list all the things you have at home, and then you can pick which one you can make. So
Yeah.
it's not like, oh, I want to make this one, and then you're missing out on.
You don't have the ingredients?
Yeah.
No, you can basically enter everything you had. Click, what can I make? And then it gives you like a bunch of ideas.
But it doesn't make it for you. You have to do
No,
it.
it doesn't make it for you.
So,
Well,
cheers.
cheers.
So we'll backtrack from 3 weeks ago, and we'll try to go things chronologically.
Can,
Another
will we?
hard word for me.
Yes, chronologically.
Chronologically.
We've watched. Well, now the weather's good, so we've been outside more, but
Mhm.
it's still was crappy about 3 weeks ago. So we watched a lot of TV.
We've actually been able to binge watch them in once,
Yes.
not one sitting,
Well-
but 2 days.
Max
Look
likes
over there.
Max likes to have like some knitters have like multiple whips. Max has multiple sips. Series in progress. Can we say
Yes.
that?
No, but
Yeah.
I'll take one.
You... Oh, we're so comical.
Comical.
And I don't like that. I like if all episodes are available, let's watch them all. So we've binge watched The Diplomat on Netflix with Max's favorite actress, Kerry
Okay.
Russell.
Yeah. Well, okay. I like her now, but back in the day, I hated her because of Felicity, and I think it was the way it
you've
was.
never watched.
I know, but it was dubbed in French, and I was seeing the ads, and she
Oh,
just seemed
okay.
to be complaining, and so I just associated.
I think she kind of was, right?
Yeah,
I think we've watched a few episodes of that.
yeah. So it just, but she's really, really good. Like,
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we started The Americans as well, that we like. We're on season 2, I think.
Yeah.
But now we've watched Diplomat.
it's really
from
good.
Start to finish.
It's by the writers, or one of no, is it the creator or the writers?
Mm.
It's by someone who was involved in the West Wing, so that's why it's mostly fast talking and
Yeah, political, fast talking, some action, Fair
really
action.
funny at sometimes.
also funny. So watch that.
Then the weekend after that, it was Eurovision, the song contest. We were
Like
pretty
the movie?
excited, like the movie Fire Saga. We actually fell in love with Eurovision because of the movie. We just love that soundtrack. We're listening to it often, and after that, we had like a Eurovision party with our friends, a viewing party. And this year was only the two of us, and it was
Yes.
actually really, really good. I liked
Yeah.
most of the songs.
They were good.
I really like.
We only watched-
Évidemment.
Yeah, but apparently the public didn't like her.
But I did. Who cares?
We went in blind-ish. Well, deaf. We didn't listen to the songs
Yeah.
before. We didn't watch the semifinals. We just watched the final. And it was funny. It was fun. It was a great afternoon of knitting in front of the TV.
The hosts were, I'm a big Alicia Dixon fan, Graham Norton too, and they were really, really good.
Yeah,
So it was fun
and
to see them.
Anna Weddingham
Yeah.
was super funny as well.
Ted Lasso.
So- And then this weekend was Knit City. Well, last weekend, because we're Friday, right? So last weekend was Knit City in Montreal. Second year. It was a little later this year than last year. Last year was in March, I think, or beginning of April. So, and we knew that our friends, Kevin and Ray from Needles at the Ready, were coming to see us.
With Michaels from Piece for Piece
With Michael. And then with Michael was Pablo and Kiara from like Pablo's and Michael's friend. She is actually a dancer here in Montreal. She's been here for 6 years.
Yeah, 6 or
Then-
7.
Dancing with Les Grands Ballets Canadiens, like our big ballet company. So, like all sorts of people. She's also a knitter.
A lot of people were stretchy, which were
What?
not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Michael and Pablo are also dancers,
Yeah.
and yeah. Well, Needles at the Ready and us, Needles
Are not stretchy.
are not stretchy.
Well, I don't
We're-
know what they do, but
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Okay, this went somewhere.
Yeah.
So we were super happy that they were here. We had seen them in New York at Pick Up Every Stitch, but it was vacation for them now in Montreal, so we showed them around.
It was really fun. We took them for beers. We took them. We hosted them at home too. We
For a
hang
good
out a
night.
lot on the plateau, which is like our neighborhood, and it's a great way to fall in love with Montreal because our main street is now closed for the whole summer, so we could actually walk around. And there's a lot of do you say terrace? Outdoor seating for bars and restaurant and everything. So it just felt really festive. And the biggest compliment we could get is the three of them like, "We're moving here. We love it."
Yeah.
So
We found them a house, which is a renovated fire station. Yeah, I think it says it's gonna be ready end of July, so they can move in. They did have a hiccup
But
with
we'll let them talk
Yeah,
about
well,
it because
you watch their episode if you want to know.
yeah,
They still had lots of fun. We had lots of fun, and yeah,
which is why we were partying pretty much every night, or at least doing something like out of the couch to knitting. So this is why I'm
yeah.
tired.
I'm good to go like for a few days, but then not today. I haven't napped
work.
today. I haven't
Yeah.
taken a nap today, which is
Good for
good
you.
because I had to take a nap yesterday and
Yeah.
the day before because of that entire weekend. But it was very fun. Knit City was packed on Saturday. I was there both days, Saturday and Sunday. It was super packed on Saturday. It was more calm on Sunday, but it was still very fun.
Got to talk with a lot of friends, a lot of people we haven't seen in a long time. I got to do a lot of shopping.
Yes.
I
Well-
did shopping for 2. I think, but
Well, at least you asked me, like, at some point he's like, can I buy that for
Yeah.
your home?
well, it's,
Yes, you can.
because otherwise you just go crazy sometimes. And I've pretty much everything I bought I'm in love with, and it's mostly fiber. And I've actually bought only collectible yarn. But I'll show you everything that I got. It's not
Okay,
that
I'll show you first. I'll show
Oh.
you everything that I got.
done.
Done. I'm not a good shopper at festivals. I'm not a good impulse buyers if it's not an air fryer or a weaving
But
loom.
it's the same thing. You need to know what you're doing with it. With the air fryer, you knew what
Yeah,
the goal
I need.
was.
Well, anyway, and then in a festival, I see everything. I remember everything because I have a crazy stupid memory. And then when I want to do something, I'm like, oh, I remember this from this place. I'm gonna buy that. So that's my shopping. That's how I shop. So don't feel bad if I didn't buy anything from you. Like everyone I saw, it's just because
That's
I'll
all
buy
you are.
something at some point.
It has never changed. It was pretty much always like that.
I think I bought like 1 or 2 skeins and it was last unravel, and it was like the first time in 8 years.
Yeah, and
Like,
I'm
yeah. Anyway,
you're
so
with me, you buy
now it's the Maxim shopping TV.
yeah. It's fiber. Honestly, it's mostly fiber because these are the one that it quite helps to see them in real life instead of just being online. And now I get to pick which one I'm getting. This one is from Gelen Yarn, and pretty much all of her skeins or braids are always one of a kind. She really goes more into an artistic. She has an artistic approach to everything she does. She doesn't really do repeatable. It's mostly a spur of the moment. So I believe this is gonna look quite nice once spun. So this is the first thing I got. After that, I went to Rose Boot, which is Akara yarn, and I just love
Yes.
this shade. Again, I love everything that is quite dark, and these kind of colors are sometimes really hard to find in fiber. They're mostly pastels, but I like to spin.
Yeah, because it's harder to dye also. Like it's
Yeah, because most of when they're pastel in the middle, there's still some white that
Yeah.
you don't always want, but for a pastel it works. And at the same place, I got a little cone. It's not candies. It's it's Gotland and Dorset cross locks. So I'll be able to use them in my own bath when I'm carding them. And again, dark colors, but I'm just gonna add a little splash of it.
Well, show the other
I
one.
said it's not candy.
No, but show the other one because apparently
You're not able to.
my fine motor functions are.
And
Okay.
then I finally got to meet the ally artifact, which her name is Melanie. And she does... It's really pretty.
Yeah, little. I'm trying to show it. Yeah, in front of little locks that you can
Well,
and like. Oh,
I got these one too. It's like purple
Beautiful.
to black fade. Well, I knew. And this one is Exmoor Blueface. And this is 150 grams. I'll be able to use it as one single, and I'll put it with two other singles to get like 150 grams. That's my guess.
Oh,
Last fiber.
yeah, last fiber.
I didn't
Yeah.
lie. I was surprised and happy to see that Sunday morning was dying.
Thunder yarn.
Sunder Yarn. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's the
Sunday
other
morning
brand.
is
Yeah,
the base name.
yeah. Sunder Yarn are dyeing fibers, and this color just like it screamed my name, and it is
It screams Lorian's name, maybe.
also
But yeah.
100% BFL, which big fan. So love it. And the only skein that I got were
Jenny from the book. Sorry.
I make you sing.
You made me sing.
These are the Sunday morning. There's a special colorway. It's the name of it.
Sunday yarn co. Oh, the
No,
name
the
is
co-
Sunday
Yes.
morning. Okay.
I read. These are the special colorway.
Is it Moon Bumps, Moonbeam again?
No, I was right now.
Moon Glow.
To the moon and back. So these are the custom colorway that she has. So I got to exactly pick the skein that I like, which is a good thing for Spin Cycle because they're all unique. So you just want to handpick them. Got this and just one last purchase, which I'm excited to try.
That's what. Yeah,
That's
my
what I
permission for.
because that's for the home, and I wasn't sure if it's gonna really work or not, so that's why I was asking. So these are wool scrub.
Yeah. I think it's like to replace paper towel to have like a greener alternative to paper towels. And maybe how do you call that in English? But the dishcloths.
Yeah. So these are zero waste and reusable. So I'm looking for, and there's not supposed to smell, which is why I'm looking forward to try. We'll see if they're just gonna totally change color and be weird or not.
Yeah,
but
because when we, for example, don't put a mug under the coffee machine when what? Huh? That's just an example.
Just an
It
example.
never happened, really.
Fresh to our memory because it happened yesterday, and instead
What?
of helping you, I just
Yeah, you just
screamed.
called me an idiot.
Yeah.
Um, like I don't know, like this one has some brown in it, but like if you were to pick up coffee, like it might just stay kind of brown, and at some
Mhm.
point it might still be useful, but it's not as pretty. But it's still like I mean,
But it was from a
it's still
small
better
farm,
than
so I
yeah,
quite liked it. So these are the
still
two.
better for the environment. But yeah,
We'll see.
we'll try
Oh,
them.
we'll see.
We'll.
So that's it. Everything that I bought from Knit City. And on Sunday, you headed home afterward. But me, Kevin, Ray, and Michael just went down the street. And
Mhm.
this is where our friend Tanya was working at a beer festival, Festival International des Bières du Québec, which was just like
Was that that? Was that Mondial de la bière?
mondial.
Yeah.
Maybe I just
You invented the name of the
yeah, I think I
festival.
did
Okay,
the
it's
book
fine.
fair name and just
Yeah.
word beer and anyway.
Yeah.
So we went from a yarn festival and finished at a beer festival. And if you're planning an event for yarn, please add beer like that. It was
Yeah.
perfect to end like a Sunday.
Oh, but you know what they did though that I liked, and it's maybe it's that had been a while, but they had those water stations everywhere
Oh yeah,
for the festival. That was so fun.
yeah.
But add beer, like beer stations as well, would be nice.
And it was sunny, and we just got to like just chat afterward, and have Tanya like hang out with us. It was perfect. And it was her birthday, by the way. So if you know Tanya, wish her happy birthday. We got to celebrate
Yeah,
on Monday
May
afterward.
May 20 something.
Yeah.
I won't tell you because then you won't be able to steal her identity.
Which
Yeah. So May 20 something. There you go. Uh,
and two last things
yes.
about us. On Saturday, I got to finish. I've talked about it earlier, but I got to finish the game Persona 5 Royal after 120 hours of play. I'm finally done with it. I was so happy. Um,
I was so
it's
happy.
just I spent the last week trying to beat the last boss. Like the last fight, it took me an hour and 20 minutes to beat. And I did many tries beforehand, and I even went online to read like how to beat him. And he has no weakness or anything. It's just it takes a lot of time to beat him. So it was quite long, and I was quite over it. And then loved the ending and everything. That game is part of my top 10 of all time. I just love the characters, the combat, everything. So if you are into Japanese role-playing games or just want to try something new, Persona 5, it's available anywhere. I played them on Switch. No, on every console. That's what I meant. Because we played on PlayStation like 4 years ago, and I just didn't finish it because it's on the PlayStation, and I prefer playing on a portable console. So I got to finish it. And then you finished the game earlier.
I'm I'm replaying all of the Final Fantasies because I think it's the first time I'm wearing short sleeve. But if you can see all my tattoos,
If you know how to,
yeah, there you go. So that's a crystal from Final Fantasy, and then here we have characters from it. So I'm a little obsessed. I'm replaying. They came out with the Pixel remaster, which is the first 6 games, and they just remastered them. I've played most of them, but now I'm playing the 2, which I've never finished. I started it, but never finished it.
And they remastered it for the iPhone and all those things before, but they had the ugly font. And now they've actually added the 8-bit font, which make it look so much better.
And they redid all the orchestral arrangements for music, so it's a very fun game.
And we love the music. We have it on vinyl.
Yeah. And then
And you bought it.
One.
Oh,
yes.
Yes, I did. It's all broke. I'm sorry.
So that's it. That was our last 3 weeks. Non-crafting 3 weeks.
Well, we did knit, but
no, but I mean we're gonna show it. But everything that was not knit
has been said,
has been talked about.
Yeah.
So let's do some knitting.
Good.
Or other crafts, maybe.
Let's introduce a new craft to our podcast.
To our rotation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pottery. No. Well, yes and no. I didn't make the whole thing. It was for a friend's Edith's birthday. She wanted to spend a day at a ceramic cafe which is a place where you eat really bad sandwich, have awful coffee, but you could actually paint
Well, that
on
looked like fun.
the food. Was,
So sad I didn't go.
yeah,
Wow.
you weren't there because you're not a fan of artistic thing like that. But
I draw like a 1-year-old.
no, they're better
Not
than
even,
you.
they're better than me. I am
Um,
so bad.
and Edith and her sister Annie are both of the type of spending 12 hours there to finish their whole thing. So I was there with all of their friends, and I was there with Tanya also. And me and her were just like, can we just leave and have a beer? Like, I'm over it. Anyway, it was really fun. It just takes a lot of time. So I took a little dish like that I hand painted. So I made a little sides, and I did a little logo.
Oh,
in
you
the
did
middle.
the sides
Yeah,
at the bottom
that
as
was
well?
me. Yeah,
Oh,
because I didn't want to leave it all white. But everything has to be done like with 3 coats, and even though you can still see some of the my brushes,
errors or brush strokes.
brush strokes, and some errors. Now I understand what it looks like, which I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to turn out because most of the colors are like pastel before, and yeah, it's cute. I'm happy with it, but it can be way better. That's I know myself.
And what is it like? It's a we call them vidpush.
It was a soap dish when she scanned it, but I thought it was a vid push.
Yeah, you like empty your pockets like keys and stuff and put them in there. I don't know
Yeah.
how we say in English.
Vid and push are empty pocket, which
Yeah,
would
so.
the 2 words. So that's how I saw it as a little
Yeah.
thingy to
That's
put things.
cute. I wish I would have been there
But this is like
For
6 hours
the
of work for just
for
that
the
little
awful
thing.
sandwiches.
Tanya will agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a fun day. It was fun to be with friends doing that. It's just the sandwich, which, But otherwise, I want to go back and do something else now that I understand how it works, and I'll make
Okay.
more plans before.
Bring your lunch
Yes, or just go down the street.
somewhere else.
What's next?
What's next? Well, dyeing. Let's go to the dyeing part of the thing. We finished. Well, it's been finished for a while, but now we can show you.
Because it's been shipped.
It's been shipped. It might not have been received by everyone because it was shipped a little over a week ago. So if you haven't seen it and don't want to see it now, look away because I'm going to open that. So it's the last month of the Mysterious Sea Club. And I'll start with the little sticker.
So this one is a
Little
jellyfish.
jellyfish, yeah. Little sticker. Little pin.
Matching pin.
Matching pin. And then, oh my god. Hello.
It's this one here.
So it's beautiful. Well, you have a little progress keeper. Again, the little jellyfish. And this was so fun to dye. We actually had done a YOLO. Just gonna this looked a little bit with leftover dye, and then I layered so many things on top of each other, and we had like a colorway that looked almost like that, but nothing was measured. It was just like whatever was left, I would put it in the pot if I thought it would add something nice, and then it gave something that looked like that. So we tried to recreate, and it's beautiful.
And it was really fitting with the team. Like
Yeah.
we knew exactly. I did a sketch beforehand of the 3 skein and the color we wanted and how we could actually apply it to the yarn. And the little YOLO you had was just like fitting.
Yeah.
So you just try to redo
Try
it.
to recreate it. Yeah, we should actually
We should show a sketch one day.
yeah, next club we'll show the sketch at the end of how, like all the skeins, because Max basically designs this cane, and then I try to figure out how to get to it.
So we'll start
Uh,
with finding the idea together of which mysterious thing.
yeah.
I do the drawings.
Oh, and thank you for
Yes,
all the inspiration. We still haven't looked at everything. Like I'm gonna put like make a list of it.
I wrote
Like
two or
an
three down
Excel,
that I really love.
yeah, and make an Excel spreadsheet of how many times it was said, so it might help to pick one as well. And then yeah, so we picked a theme.
Then I do a sketch in black and white. Once we both like it and we have an idea, there's like a character for each of the skein. We get a general ideas, and I will go into my folder where I have sketches of all the skeins, and I will color it into it quickly to get an idea, to see if it's manageable and if we like the whole vibe. And afterward, after I've had the whole skein drawn, I will go and color the illustration. So
Look at
what
that.
you see is what you get. From
Right?
It's really the illustration and each character turning to the skein. It is such a fun project. Like, we're gonna
Yeah.
keep doing it because it's so much fun. It's just a way of both of us express. I'm always saying that, I know, but it's the perfect
No,
couple
but that's
work,
true.
because I get to be extremely creative. And before, I was always drawing for work. Now I'm able to just draw for fun. Those illustrations are just one-off. I'm enjoying myself deeply,
Yeah.
and you get to bring your creative side with the
Yeah,
drawing.
to find like how to get to this game, then tell you like this is not gonna work. Like putting speckles on minis, it's not gonna like it's too much work.
Yeah.
So we
Oh,
we talked like that.
and each minis are blue
Oh
because
yes,
they're all part of
that
the
was
theme.
part of the theme.
Yeah, everything has to
I'm just trying to put
have a
that mini,
concept. Yeah,
together. So
there it
okay.
is.
That full club, um, and because now you can see what the full club is gonna look like. We
We put online the next club. Some of you might have guessed it. It is Mysterious Tropic.
yeah, we had a little
Teaser and
giveaway
contest,
and
yeah,
yeah.
online. These are summary colors, and it was honestly just a reason for me to draw a flamenco.
Yeah,
I just wanted to do
I
that.
was like, I want to make a flamingo.
Find a theme.
What's a team?
So on it, there's birds, flamingo. There's a frog.
Frog. And at the time we were recording, we still have a few.
Yep.
Until we close pre-orders at the end of the weekend, and then we're gonna start working on that. So if you like the Mysterious Sea and want to have the next one, the Mysterious Tropics.
And these will ship June, July, August, is it?
Yeah, and end of June, July, and August. Yeah, so
So
that
there
was
you
it.
go.
That was the dying part, was it? Yes.
Spinning. You spin me round. I finished these one just like on the day we recorded the last time. So by the time we
Yes.
scanned them and counting RGs and everything, it was too late. But these are 350, 320. A bit over.
What? This one is. It's written on the inside of the label.
Yeah, I didn't translate.
They're all decayed, so 230 something per 100 grams. This one is 330 meters for 143 grams.
I still need to get better at dividing my things because there's one bigger than the two other one, but yeah. These are 3-plies. They're all fiber from Hedgehog Fiber, which I just love to get because they're really bright and fun. I ordered 2 braids that are mostly all this orange you see with the little green and white. But what I didn't see in the listing is that these 2 braids had some white nep, and a lot of them. And my goal originally was to just do a 2-ply with the 2 of them. And I figure out that if I do just 2-ply, there's more chances of the nep to showing off and be more on a 3D. So I've decided to do a third ply with another hedgehog fiber that I got from a previous club. It was really a pale pink. So this made a really round, um,
Yep.
not string,
Strand.
a really round strand, and it hid the little thing that I wasn't a big fan of. I love tweed, but I don't know, on this one, it just felt like it was um, taking the focus on the gradient. That's just me, okay? But I managed to fix what I didn't
That's
like.
just me,
That's
okay?
just okay.
Okay.
I managed to fix what I wasn't a big fan of and turn it into something which is
Yes.
I'm quite happy with. The whole vibe is so nice of orangey, bright. Don't know what I'll do with it, and I've just stopped questioning myself with my spinning. I just
Yeah.
spin what I like to do.
You should start weaving again.
I know. It's here.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe we can show it because people want to see it. No,
But
it takes too much space.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do you want to handle that?
Yeah.
Anyway. So that's it. The new one I'm working on is from fiber that I got from Artifacts of Appreciation, who's back doing that. So if you're lucky enough to get on one of our shop update, I do recommend it. They are amazing. And I'm almost done with my second ply. What?
You. Nothing. I do recommend it.
When I like something, I'm
Yes.
always 110. Okay, so that was my spinning.
Yes.
Show me your little sweater.
Well, spoiler alert.
It's a mitten.
Like last episode 3 weeks ago, I had barely started, but now I'm done because it's a kid's sweater. Look at that.
Everything that is tiny is so cute.
It is so cute.
Yeah.
This is the Little Grain sweater by Johanna. There's an adult version of that. It's one of her patterns, and she made a kid's version. So I decided to knit it, to test it, actually. For
the pattern is out now. You said
the pattern is out now. It's been out for. Oh yeah, last time I was like, oh, I know, like I think I'm good with the deadline. Deadline's gonna be that date, and then I missed the deadline because I didn't check, and the deadline was earlier than what I thought. But
you gave all the comment.
I gave all the comments. I had
Feedback.
no comments actually. I had one comment.
No comment. No comment.
I had
You
one
no comment.
Yes, I had.
Wow.
There was one thing that I noticed, but then it was fixed by someone else. Someone else had already mentioned it.
So if you ever get to test for other designer, as a designer, I'll say thank you, because all those little things are so helpful, and finding little things like that. So
yeah,
it was my PSA no
PSA, yeah,
PSA.
public service announcement.
Yes.
There you go. PTSD.
Much better.
So the sweater is really easy. It's color work, obviously. You start with just a cast on, regular cast on. There's no real ribbing. What you see here are the floats, but let's show the back. You have some corrugated ribbing, but it's a one knit two pearls, so it doesn't really like it's really color work. Like it's not super stretchy like regular ribbing. But I made sure that I looked at head measurements online for little kids because I made sure that this would open like wide enough and would be stretchy enough because it's not stretchy. I wanted to make sure that it would fit over my nephew's head at some point. And then you start the chart.
But this is almost Anne-Marie's size.
Yes. Almost my sister's size because she's tiny.
Do you think that
You
when
do
he's
the
going to be
chart.
like 6 years old, he's going to be taller than her? Because her boyfriend is really tall.
But he was
I'm teasing Anne-Marie.
the baby was average in the measurements. I think he's still he's still average. So because she's so tiny and he's so tall, maybe he's gonna be my size.
Small?
No. So you do the chart, and then there's some
This is really, really nice. The bottom add-on.
There's some short rows to have the back neck higher, and then some little chart at the bottom and twisted rib. One thing I changed from the pattern is that if there was a competition of being the tightest one to bind off, like having the tightest bind off, I would win all the time. Because my bind offs are always so tight. So I tried different methods.
Which is why he doesn't do toe-up sock.
Yes, it's one of the reasons.
The only valid one.
But then now I have maybe a solution, but I still won't do it. So I did and then not only that, but I think that's some of the options for stretchy bind-offs don't look too nice. The Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind-off on twisted rib doesn't look too, like, it looks a little bit flared and I don't like it. But I saw someone using needles 3 sizes down to do that bind off, and that's what I did. So I bound off with needles 3 sizes down, so the bind off looks neat, clean. It's not flaring, but it's still like very stretchy. Like it's
surprisingly stretchy.
It's surprisingly stretchy. Like it's even more stretchy than the part where the color works. So, but then when you look at it, it's not like it still comes backing like ribbing. If I had done the surprisingly stretchy bind off with the needles I used for the ribbing, it would have flared out a little bit.
I would do either tubular bind off when it's 1 by 1.
Still too tight for me.
But I like the finish of it, and if I do ribbing that is 2 by 1, I'll just do a bind off in pattern, and I don't.
And that's too tight for me.
Well, yeah. I'll be the nice...
Everything is too tight for me.
I'll be the nice partner, and you could just like drop me the.
And you bind off.
I'll bind it off.
Okay.
I saw some people do that. They just wait for their friends to be there because it's gonna be looser and easier to do.
Yeah, and then the sleeves, really easy with like just the tiniest bit of color work at the bottom. Same twisted rib. Did the same bind off for the arms. Very stretchy. It looks nice. So it's done. And I'll talk about the yarn later because it's a surprise, kind of. So that's it. That was my finished object.
Are you gonna send it or?
It's a 2-year-old.
No, we're gonna see them soon.
She's coming over in a month, and then she will be there in the fall. But he's still not. He's still gonna be only
too small.
9. When was his birthday? Yeah, he's gonna be like 9. No, not even like 6 months old. Like he's gonna be too small for this until next winter or next fall. So I won't see it on him until next fall.
Okay.
Because but the other one I made was the small. Like, he's gonna be able the brioche one. I made the little brioche
little
sweater.
cardigan.
It's gonna be for this fall, but this one's gonna be next fall. There you go.
Adorable.
Adorable. I have to take a picture now with at least
the finish. We have
the finish.
He ordered like small.
Yeah, hangers, wooden hangers, because I was trying to use ours and it was like this.
A crow.
Yeah. A scarecrow.
Scarecrow.
Yeah. But I ordered little child hangers just for that.
Here you go. More wire hangers.
No, they're wooden hangers. We're good.
Hangers. I finish like 5 things.
But they're all the same thing?
Yes. And I'm wearing it.
Ooh, what is that? Oh, it's there.
Oh, I've got a little pocket in mine.
No.
Whoa. Ugh. No, I've got the lyrics bad. Hey, that's some knitwear.
Summery knitwear.
Yeah, I found a way. I had this idea like a long time ago. I just never got into figuring out how to make it work and have like nice fabric, but this is a knitted pocket. You can actually seam yourself on your own
Give me
t-shirt.
the other ones so we can.
I'll, I'll,
Okay.
one second.
Okay.
Okay. So you can put it on your own knitwear if you want to, but during summertime, I think it's a great way to like showcase like your favorite yarn.
It's a real pocket.
Yeah, you can put things in it. It has pocket.
It has pockets. Is
So this is two skein, two different colors. It takes barely anything, so do not buy brand new yarn for that. Use your own scrap. Like this is made out of.
these two?
Yeah, these two. These are hedgehog fiber in their sock minis. It's from their holiday advent calendar. I recommend getting those highly speckled, variegated yarn because by using this is linen stitch, you will slip with yarn in front every two row. I'll not give it up completely, but it will create a really tweedy effect. So you will break out the pulling, and having two different colors, you will really create something different. So you start from the bottom. You will create this little triangle there, bottom up, and then a whole texture. There's ribbing here,
corrugated.
corrugated,
Corrugated.
corrugated.
Now I
Is
cannot
the
say it
root? Yeah,
There we go. So
it's
that ribbing.
ribbing using these two colors. You knit with one and you purl with the other one, and it's folded in, and then you attach it. And I've hand
Sewn.
hand sewn it on the t-shirt. You could actually, I'm guessing, you could do it with a machine, or would it be too hard with stretchy fabric, or that's jersey.
Yeah, you could like I'm not a professional. But you could use like a. But because this is not stretchy, I wouldn't.
I
be
spinned
too
it and I
difficult.
did it by hand. I'm really bad at seaming, but I did it and it was fine.
Yeah.
So that's one
I
option.
think the problem with jersey fabric is when it's only jersey and then everything stretches in all directions. But this is not.
I have this one. So that's the second option. These are. Do you want to hold them next to it?
Yes.
I've decided to try something different with more pink and a little green.
I'm gonna hold up there. There we go.
On a white t-shirt. And my first mock-up was this one.
Oh, you sewed a lot. Is it sewn?
It's sewn, but it's not at the right placement, this one. And I just didn't want to undo it. This one, I used leftover that I had from...
Is it in the back?
No. It was just like
too low.
Too low, yeah.
Well.
That's
Dad?
Yeah.
That was a signal.
That's Whale is a French word that we use when we just do
we don't know what to say.
We don't know what to say, and it just
it comes out.
It comes out wherever language I'm talking, and I only know two. So if I'm talking a third one, there's a problem. This one is made out of two, not tonal. What? They're just one color. It's
solid.
Yeah, it's made out of two solid colors. So there's her neon sherbet and lavender. I'm guessing. I just while designing it, I wanted to make sure I knew exactly if anything was going wrong. Because the good thing about variegated yarn like that, it will hide a lot of issues if there's any.
Spoiler alert for later, I'm gonna show the beginning of mine, but at some point I'm like, am I on that row or that row? Because linen stitch with two very speckly yarn, like you don't kind of see where you're at. It's really more difficult to see.
It's harder, but it's really forgiving. So it's knitted pocket. I'll release it next week, so it's going to be out by the end of May, depending on when you're watching this. I just need to take the photos, but it has been tested, and the pattern has been written and everything. It's quite simple. You can make pretty much, like, use your leftover. Do not buy yarn
Yeah, I
for
think
that.
you can
We
like
all
with
have-
2 mini skeins, you could make 5. I think from what you wrote.
Yeah, it takes like 5 grams of each color, I'm guessing. And
Yeah,
why I did linen stitch is it's holding tighter on each side, so it creates a nicer fabric that I'm able to seam afterward. If I was gonna use only stockinette stitch, I felt it would have been more wompy.
yeah.
Wonky? Wompy doesn't
Wumpy.
exist. So
Well,
wonky.
Wumpy.
And
Let's make
use
it trending.
make sure you blocked it before because this will have a different shape before blocking. Make sure it has straight
Yeah.
line with T-pins so you can actually seam it properly. And use
White thread.
no,
No.
yeah, I use white thread. Superwash yarn. Yeah, do
Okay,
use
there
that
you go.
because
Yeah, because then you can wash your shirt.
yeah. And make sure that you treat it like delicate and all those things because you don't want it to bleed or anything else. Treat it like it's knitwear, not just your own t-shirt
Yeah.
afterward.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm happy with it. It was just like I had this idea like 2 years ago and I just never took time for it. And I
It's
just
not knitted pocket. It could.
but it has the same
Yeah.
concept of just having your favorite yarn on your own t-shirt during summertime and for festival
Yeah, you
where
can
like
say,
Knit
like-
City was way too hot for wearing anything knitted. I
Yeah.
could have wore a pocket
The
and
first Saturday was a little cooler during the day, so I wore something. But then the
Sunday I
next
had my
Sunday
big shawl and my back was sweating.
Well,
Yeah.
that was it.
Yep, I
That's all
pretty
we
much
done.
worked on that the whole time, and the other whip that I made a lot of progress.
So I've teased a little thing talking about a sweater. I think the first time I mentioned it, I said I was knitting the little grain sweater in British 4-ply, but then I couldn't get gauge with the 4-ply because I'm a tight knitter. And we have something new that's in storage and being dyed is the British Sport.
It's new and unavailable.
It's new and unavailable. We're currently dyeing all of the colors, and that's why I've put it in that works in progress section. We're dyeing all of the colors, and it's an exclusive base spun for us by the same mill that does the British 4-ply DK and Aaron we already have. And I said, you know what? I want a sports version. The sports. I want to do sports. I want a sport version, sport weight. So we created that.
Sport is a new DK, guys.
Yeah, it's getting very popular. It's getting used in designs a lot.
It was hard to find in Hindi dyed yarn before.
Yeah,
But
as
after
well.
seeing a lot of design from Andrea, from Westknit, and seeing a lot of the spin cycle dyed in the wool being a sport weight, it's been used a lot by designers. So a lot of more accessibility to it are now
Yeah.
available. So this is why we're going sport.
Going sport.
Something I thought I would never say.
Yeah. We're going sport.
Sport.
So we're doing that. We're hoping to release that towards the end of June, maybe. But we have like no rush. I'm mentioning it because I've been hiding it
In plain sight.
in plain sight. It looks beautiful. It's perfect for color work. That base, like just that base, it's the same blend as the other 3 that we already have. It's just a different.
We just had
weight.
a Zoom call with a local yarn shop to us where we're talking about different things. And we've realized that the British 4-ply, DK, and Sport is a great introduction to non-superwash yarn. Just because it is non-superwash, it has a rustic side to it, but it is extremely soft.
Yeah.
So it could be your first project as a non-superwash yarn.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna be it's too itchy, but you still get a different feel than non-superwash. But it is
So-
a great.
Great,
Yep.
great thing.
That was my PSA.
Yeah, another PSA.
Another PSA for
Yeah.
non-superwash.
Well, and you like superwash has its use. like
Socks and
in a baby sweater. I
Yeah.
should have made it superwash to help the mom, but my sister is gonna take great care of the sweater, or she's gonna make me wash it for her. So, which is fine because she's my sister. That being said, no, non superwash is super fun to work with, and it's coming, guys. So British sport, which is not rugby or football, or
oh shit, yeah.
yeah,
Is it?
British. It's gonna be called British sport, but let's hope we.
Let's just be clear. No sport is involved in this. No sport has been harmed or anything.
There we go. That's in progress.
I had only one whip this whole whip last 3 weeks because I did many pockets. And it's the Bumpy cardigan. I've showed it before this version, or haven't I? I think I did. I've shown this is like a design that I've sent into testing not so long ago, and afterward we went to San Francisco, and I bought two skein of dyed wool in the Ghost Ranch colorway.
Where you bought that?
Yeah. I was really obsessed with that color, but
Yeah.
it's hard to find it online and get the actual fade you want. So I really wanted to do a fluffy version of it with that fade that I'm so like that's how I wanted it to be. So it goes from really a nice pale pink down to
Blues and grays and
yeah. I'm now down at the ribbing, so I'm almost done on the hardest part and longest part. Because afterward, this was knitted
and
black.
by the way, I'm still gonna wear the shit out of it.
I know.
Love the other one because the other knit that I've worn the original version to Knit City, and I loved it. So
we usually knit one size difference between both of us, but having it open in the middle with there's 3 or 4 inch space.
Yeah, 3.
So this could adapt easily for both of our size, and I'm just loving. Like, it says something when I'm knitting things twice, like one after the other. But I really needed, we were traveling and everything. Yeah, and pockets were 5. But that was my design process. But I'll make other during the summer for sure. It's being tested. It's going to come out at the end of the summer or midsummer. I'm not sure which date we've selected. Anyway, we'll see.
Nice.
I still have 2 sleeves to go and some ribbing at the bottom. I cast on a second one just because I wanted something simple when I'm chatting and watching TV. And I didn't have any other design idea in my head, so I just wanted something simple. And I went with this one. Fluffy, dyed in the wool. Fun.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's coming along nicely. And we're going to be able to twin, but have 2 different shades of it.
Yes.
Differently.
Love it. And I worked on something.
Oh, but yeah, before.
Okay,
what is...
It's in this bag.
Something we both pre-orders.
When I was at Unravel last spring.
But I saw it way before that. Obsessed.
The pre-order was opened on that day when I was in the UK, not you. There you go.
You were with Carmen, but I still sent her a DM saying,
yes,
I
want
we're
this.
friends. Can you?
So it's a special collaboration between A Yarn Story and Hide and Hammer. They are ice dyed bags.
She's putting fabric at the bottom.
Ice dyed fabric
with ice, and then dyes on top. And when it melts, it will create all those little fun.
Yeah, so they're all like random. They were like huge bolts of fabric. They opened a pre-order for them with either those yellow ones or they had blue ones that I think we should have gotten.
No, I'm obsessed with yellow.
Yeah, but I might email New to buy some blue ones if she has some left.
But that's the relationship goal. I sent Vincent a message. Should we get one of each so we could actually share whatever we need a project? And he just said yes. So I
Yeah.
got 2 bags out of it that I can use when he's not using.
Yeah, or I can have 2 bags that I'm using when
No,
he's
no,
not
no, no.
using
The
them.
goal was for me to have at
Well,
least.
who's using them first?
You are.
Yes.
Because for me, I didn't have any project with the color that would go in it.
I don't coordinate colors because
I
then
do.
I have more fun. So we got we got number 08 here, which is the kind of like a sock 1 or 2 skein project, and this is a number 3.
Yeah.
03. You can fit like a million skeins in there. Big project.
Literally.
What did you put in there? T-shirts?
No, just skein.
Oh, okay.
Like
No,
and
well, like I mean, I had like 5 skeins at some
that's
point.
the
Oh,
retreat bag, and there's my
yeah, fulls.
plus
Yeah. Anyway,
3 skein at the bottom, and it's still not full. Those are
can I talk about my whip now?
yes. Go ahead.
We talked about bags, so it's in my
Love you, do.
love you new pretty bag. Love you, Carmen. Pretty bag.
Before Carmen, if you like what she does, she now has a knitting vlog. It's on
Oh,
the Iron Story YouTube channel, and it's her and
Kaylee.
Kaylee. I wasn't sure how to pronounce it.
Oh no, you didn't remember.
I know it was I remember. They drink prosecco. It's the same vibe as us. Really lovely.
I had shown that, and I talked about the yarn. Just gonna. Oh, I didn't. I don't have the other one. Oh no.
Oh no! But you've showed it.
Yeah, but I wanted to show where I was. So
Oh.
this is the second one of a pair of socks using.
Yeah, there's just this left.
Yeah. This is Crafty Jax. She's a dyer in British Columbia. She has her own exclusive sock yarn base. It's called Hardy Sock. Yes. It's 75% non-superwash BFL, 25% non-superwash mohair. So it's a non-nylon sock yarn. And it's 3 plies, so it's going to hold really well, I hope. But I'm sure because she had this yarn developed especially for that. Last time I was about like just after the heel, so I finished all of that. I'm so sad I don't have it. Anyway,
It's gonna be a surprise for that.
yeah,
But did you show it beforehand?
I
The
had.
finished
I
one?
think I had like. Well, I showed it when it was no, not the finished one. I showed it where it was,
I know because
and I wanted to. I wanted people to know where I was and what I had knitted. Well, and it's not really important. So there you
it
go.
sucks. Yeah.
So I was just past the heel on the first sock. I finished that sock and I cast it on immediately because that's how you
Don't get
you don't get second sock syndrome. And yeah, I'm at the heel flap right now. Oh yeah, and I wanted to talk about like the first one. I had started with double pointed needles because I wanted to see if I liked that. And I don't. I actually did like most of the sock with double pointed needles. But then when I picked it back up, I was knitting and I was like, ugh, this is so clunky. I don't like it. Kudos if you do. And if maybe I stick with it, I would get better at it. But then I didn't want to.
It's so weird because when we started knitting, I was into knitting toys because I didn't understand really how garments were working. And there was a pattern where you could do like octopuses. So I had to do those. They have 8 tentacles. Is that?
Yeah.
8 tentacles.
Octo is for 8.
You smart.
Yes.
No, I knew that.
Octopus.
Yeah.
8.
Puss.
Um.
So I had to do it. I was following the pattern, and I was doing it with the
Double pointed needles.
double weighted, and
Oh.
that's how I learned. And it was okay, but when you're learning and dropping one, you don't really like it. But when I discovered Magic Loop, it's like,
Yeah.
ta-da! It just felt so much easier. Maybe not for the little tentacles.
I don't know if we had this discussion on here. I do like Magic Loop, but I often find that I spend more time rearranging the needles than actually knitting because I'm quite a fast knitter if it's just knit stitches. So if I'm doing a sock and I'm just like doing 36 because I do 72 in total, so I do like 36 and then it takes me less time to knit 36 stitches than to put my needles back. And then I find that kind of annoying. So I tried to do it with double pointed needles. Maybe I thought would be better. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it as much as
2 sets of...
that's
Right, because you're on hold.
yeah, the top of the foot is on hold. This is my 10-inch circular needle.
Oh yeah, you and Kevin got to compare.
And Ray.
And you and Ray got to compare
Yes.
your needle.
So I went back to a little 10-inch circular.
But my hands end up being really like, I need to uncrisp them afterwards.
No, like it's
like I'm maybe
it's not
too tense for that. I don't know.
I like it. I like it better than
the feeling is good while you're knitting.
I like Magic Loop if I were able to get past the rearranging the needle or maybe getting better at doing it faster. That would be different, but yeah. So I basically did the leg, and then the top of the foot is on hold while I do the flap, and I'm using longer circular for that. And this is another pair, because I have another pair of that, but this is vanilla experimental vanilla sock where I try different cast-ons, types of heel flaps, and then different heels or different width of heel, different toes, different decreases. Like I just try to find my own vanilla recipe for vanilla socks that I think I like the most. So I think I'm almost there. The only thing that I'm gonna do now is a wider square heel. So last sock that I did a square heel or a Dutch heel, which is a little bit different than the normal heel flap and gusset type thing. The heel has another name, but is it French?
French heel?
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Le talon?
Le talon.
Le talon.
So a Dutch heel, instead of decreasing the heel part, you're decreasing on the sides, so the heel is really square. That's why it's called square heel or Dutch heel.
Ray did on his...
I think so.
He showed us a square...
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's what he did. And what you can do with that is actually, when you do... I think you could do it with any type of heel, but it's really easy to do on a Dutch heel, is bring that reinforcement that you do here, that's an eye of the partridge, reinforced heel flap, and it's easy to like bring it also down on the bottom of the heel, because this is the back of the heel and then on the bottom, and then that part also gets reinforced.
And I know a lot of you all have different type of knitting. If you're a sock knitter that has been knitting for like ages, what are your tips and trick? Like I'm guessing if the only thing you like to knit are socks, because a lot of you are, and they are fun and you're sure to wear it all the time. What is the thing that you've discovered over the years that makes socks better? I'm the kind of guy that have really skinny legs because I'm tall and lean, and the afterthought heel for me fits perfectly compared to you that you have bigger calf.
Oh yeah.
And you have to adapt a lot of things. For me, I'm lucky like that. So I've never really looked into, like you are, experimenting even more. So do let us know if you have like, or if you have resources about that, because I know 52 weeks of socks, there's 2 volume out of it, but it's mostly about designing different way of making it look pretty, but for the heels and everything else.
Sorry, I'm rearranging stitches.
Like the science behind socks.
I saw one
knitted
was
socks.
a little bit loose. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna finish that. I worked almost exclusively on that. I think exclusively on that after
We've been monogamous on our knitting.
after the sweater because we were seeing friends, we were having
knit nights where we
knit
pretty
nights
much
and
that much.
beer and stuff. So yeah, there you go. So almost done, I think, the flap. Then it's gonna be maybe another day or two, and then I can work on my Montrealer that I'm excited to work
This
on.
one will be done by next episode.
Oh yes, for sure. Unless we film tomorrow, which we won't. So there you go.
Nice. So that's it on our
Whips.
knittings.
Oh well, last little whip, kind of.
What is it?
What is it? It's just that.
Oh yeah.
The needles at the ready.
Yeah, it's a big episode of Kevin and Ray Love and Michael. Love
And
you,
Michael.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Well, and I didn't get to say bye because you saw him
You
at
didn't
the
came to
thing.
yeah.
And then
But I'm gonna go to Chicago next month with Tanya for a little trade show, and this time Michael is from Chicago, so we'll make sure to see each other.
bitch,
and he
I'm
just
from Chicago.
bitch, I'm from Chicago. And by the way, he just said, "Oh, are you a fan of Golden Girls?"
Like, there's a restaurant apparently.
There's no, it's
It's a bar.
it's a
What's
bar,
it?
but it's a ephemer
Oh,
pop-up bar.
Yeah.
Called Golden Gold Teams. I'm like, we're there for just 2 nights. We're gonna make sure we're having time for that. Yes, my Rose ass is gonna make sure I'm attending there, and I'm gonna leave Sophia at home like the
Yes.
girls did when they went on a trip.
my sister is visiting
She's
with
like,
the
yeah,
nephew, so I'm not going anywhere except
I'm
here.
the bad uncle who's leaving
Yes.
for 2 days.
My sister says you don't love.
I haven't seen him. How do I know if I love him? I do, but
You don't. So
yeah.
we're, as of today, done dyeing all of the yarn for that. There's going to be some rinsing and twisting happening tomorrow and Monday, and then you should start receiving your tracking number
Soon, because we're gonna prepare all the boxes.
Yeah.
The guys have been able to leave
with
in their car.
Yes.
Period. But also they got to leave with the boxes.
Yeah, we have prepped 2 of them for them. They have all the things. We need to do the other boxes.
Yeah, for you guys.
For you guys. And yeah, it's beautiful. One of them, I won't say who.
Well, yeah. Anyway,
one of them cried almost.
we got to see their reaction live of us revealing every goodies that's inside.
Yeah, because they hadn't seen the colorways.
They knew what our intentions was. They had the little sketch we did before, but all the work that Vincent did behind it, they didn't get
not
to in
just
the
me.
team. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got to see it here, and it was like we were so proud to have that collaboration with them and how.
But then seeing their also
Yeah, it was
their reaction was so fun. Yeah. So this is a work in progress. It's almost done. It's almost out the door. You'll receive it soon, hopefully.
And we hope we capture the essence of both of them, that you're going to
Yes.
feel like it's exactly them into skein form.
It's
It's not coming with a 9-inch circular set. I'll just say
No.
that. It's not coming with needles.
but
You can whisper it by yourself.
you should have your needles at the ready.
Oh my god, that was perfect. We should just end here.
Yes, episode's done. Bye.
No.
No,
We still have one little segment left.
yes. See you on the other side.
In the shop right now, we've talked about it earlier. We still have some, and
At
by
the time of
some,
filming.
yeah, it's limited quantities. If they're gone, they're gone. But otherwise, we're gonna make another club in another 3 months. So if you missed
Yes.
out, sorry, but we're quite happy.
No. We have one in 3 months. Yes.
Yeah, and
Before the
then
mystery box.
yeah, this
The
summer we're
holiday
gonna do
one.
a lot of planning with the upcoming
Yes.
schedule. So a lot of creative things are gonna happen this summer. So this is Mysterious Tropic, available for pre-orders.
And the other thing that's, well, it's not new in the shop, but we're having Origin sale.
It's just available for this weekend.
Yeah, it's this weekend
Yeah.
through Monday, because Monday is a holiday in the U.S. It's a bank holiday in the U.S. I think it's
And we had ours
Memorial
last
Day.
week.
Yeah, ours was last week. So we're having a little Origin sale. Origin is the worsted weight. I'm gonna show it here. The worsted weight
Cousin?
base from Walcott Yarns.
They're the one who did the Opus that I've used for the Opus
Yeah.
shawl, cowl, and hat. Lovely yarn.
So
Our friend
we giving 20% off on all of Origin during the weekend. We have sent a newsletter. If you are subscribed, then go see it, because we've put together a bunch of pattern suggestions. But that's it. Yeah. And if you are not subscribed, first go subscribe now. First, go subscribe now, and to this channel as well. But there's also a link down below to the actual newsletter that
You know
we
that
sent.
real YouTubers do that way more smoothly.
Yes,
Because they're
but
professional.
we're not real
We're not
YouTubers.
professionals.
No.
I've designed the Be Positive sweater in this yarn before, so you might have seen it knitted up. We have two different color vibes. This is something I wanted to do something. Yeah, but
there's more colors than that.
there's way more than that. But this, I've been obsessed with this one. This is
High Desert.
High Desert.
Yes. Gray Blossom.
Oh my god, you're so good.
Yes.
And the other one?
Salmon. Something.
No, just salmon. You
Just
fell.
salmon?
Yep, you fell.
What?
And this one?
What? The Lighthouse. No, Lighthouse is the Opus one.
No.
Splashed White. No, that's Lighthouse.
Nope.
Yes, it's Lighthouse.
Nope. Yes, it's Lighthouse. I just wanted to see you sweat, but it didn't work.
Splashed White is the Opus White, and this is Lighthouse.
Yeah.
I'm so good.
Yes. I don't even know my own name.
And this is... Oh, this one I don't know. That's Beaver's Den.
Yeah.
That's Sea Lion. I didn't look. You didn't see anything.
And I used the other one.
Is this Spruce?
No,
No.
that's the second one I used.
That's no Spruce. Yeah,
Spruce, Lighthouse, and
grass. Something grass. Juniper.
you find juniper in the grass if you
Yes.
drop some.
This is also a good palette. That's more of my palette. Yeah.
But this one, there was something like this color by itself is nice, but when you add
Yes.
these one,
Oh, that's a nice.
yeah, and the white is just like for a pop because a neutral is
Papa White.
a neutral is always winning for me.
Yes.
So there you go. It's available on the website for this weekend only.
Yeah, list of patterns in the newsletter. Just go click on the link below, and then there you go. Have a good 2 weeks. We'll try and be back to the 2 week schedule, because we know that the other podcasters and vloggers really like when we stick to the schedule, so that like everyone has an episode coming out at some point.
I've been self-employed for the past 20 years and I don't know anything about schedules.
Yeah.
So we tried to, and we're better this year than we were the first year we did that.
Yes.
So kudos for us for doing that. But
And also,
otherwise-
I think like last week, if we had done this, like even if we didn't have, like I had barely worked on the sock. Like I had this much left. I only had the finished sweater to show, and then that would have been it. That wouldn't have been entertaining. We wouldn't have had the Voyons incident. Voyons.
I'm pretty sure it happened way before this episode, and I just didn't see it.
So we'll see you soon, and have a great rest of your evening.
Let us know if you came to Knit City this year.
Yes.
Next year.
We saw so many people.
Yeah.
On the first, there was on Sunday. It was a little bit slower in terms of attendance, so we got to chat with the other booths. But on Saturday, so many of you came to see me and say, "I'm watching on YouTube," and it's the best thing. Just like you, even if you didn't like it, just watching was fun, and being told that you watch was fun. So let us know if you.
I see you.
I see you. Let us know if you came to Knit City, came to tell me that you watch, or maybe you didn't tell me, and it's fine also.
And next year, Knit City is going to happen in Toronto. So we're pretty
Yes.
excited because it's been a while since we've been there. And it's a
That's
lovely
true.
city. I was going there all the time for book fairs and
We
doing the
should go
French
to
immersion.
That place, that Mexican place, and have margaritas.
El Catrina. El Catherine.
El Catherine.
El Catherine.
El Catherine.
El
Yeah, well,
Catherine. Yeah, Al saying the
El
French.
Catherine.
El Catherine. El Catherine. Yep. So let's go there. I hope it's still open.
I have some left. You don't.
Good. I have some.
Yeah. Okay.
Ice water.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See you later.
next time.
Next time. Later.